back to my channel. So today what I'm going to be doing for you is this no makeup look. This is a perfect look for, you know, going to work, if you just want to kind of look a little bit more put together yet naturally flawless, then this is the routine for you. And if you want to see how I did this no makeup look, then please keep watching. Okay, so let's get into it. So even for no makeup, we need a really good base. We need to make sure, you know, our skin is nicely prepped and plump. And for this, I'm going to use my new fave, the Pixie Jasmine Oil Blend. And I just love the feeling of oil on the skin. It just, you know, gives it so much moisture. And I always feel like makeup goes on so much smoother with oil as a base than a primer, but it really does depend on your skin type. But I have combination oily skin, and I still use it. So for brows, I'm really just gonna brush them up. And I know some of you guys will want to fill them in. So I would say go ahead and fill them in with your fave brow pencil. I'm using the Benefit Precisely My Brow in shade 5. And I'm just gonna go in and fill in some spare gaps in my brows. The places where your brows are looking a bit sparse, I would say go and fill them in very gently. And then just to make sure those brows are not gonna move throughout the day, we'll set that with a brow gel. And for that, I'm gonna use the 24-hour Brow Setter by Benefit. And just brush your brows up and make sure they are set for the day ahead. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a bit of foundation because my skin isn't at its best right now. So I do want a bit more of coverage, but I'm going to go with one that isn't, you know, a heavy foundation. One that's more skin-like. I'm going to use the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation in the shade Syracuse. And honestly, I have been using this foundation practically all my life. Yeah, I really love this foundation. It's been one that I've used for so long. One of the first foundations I would have got, to be honest. So what I'm going to do to make sure, you know, it's not too much, I'm going to put some on the back of my hand first. You shake this foundation though, because it is quite watery. So I'm going to put 3 pumps on the back of my hand, dip my brush in, and then start pressing that into my face. When it's on the back of your hand, you have more control about what's going onto your face. And because we kind of want to keep this a light look, I think that's the best option for us. So can you see how this foundation is so nice? It just looks like skin. If you get the right shade, it's literally skin-like. And this will hopefully, if you're like me and have got like a few scars, a few blemishes at the moment, this will give a little bit of coverage to cover those, but still making it look skin-like. Don't forget the neck. Don't forget the neck. And just make sure you're applying this lightly, not like really heavy. And if I'm honest, I'm gonna just leave my forehead as is. So I think also another good thing once you've put on your foundation is to just press that into your skin with a beauty blender. It'll just make everything blend really nicely and it'll be the final touch to just press everything in. Okay, so now I'm going to take a bit of concealer. Yeah, I just want to brighten a bit under my eyes. Even though it is a no makeup look, I think a tiny bit of brightness will be really nice. This is literally my go-to, my favourite. Shape Tape Medium Tan Golden. Not too much concealer. I'm actually going to put it here and here, just to, you know, lift our eyes up, as well as, you know, just keeping it really natural. So I'm just going to put a bit here and here. Yeah, so then just put them in these 2 areas so it's much more of a natural look and it's not an overload of product. And just, you know, bring that down. Just make sure it's not too much lighter than your foundation, so it's not really, really obvious, but it still gives that. Can you see how that's brightened? And I'm just gonna add a little bit more here. So if you do feel like you want to build it up a bit more, that's completely fine. If you start off with where I said to put it, it makes it easier for you to build upon that. Now I would move on to powder. We'll be using the Laura Mercier translucent powder. This is just a really nice one, and it won't give any other color to your face. It will literally just set what you've got on so far, so we can continue, you know, that natural vibe, the natural vibe. Then I'm using also the Huda Beauty Bake and Blend brush, and then I'm taking the flat end, tapping off the excess and just pressing that underneath our eye, making sure we're setting the concealer we just put on. And as you can see, the base is still looking really natural because we've not really ventured too far into, you know, the highlighting, and we've kind of kept it pretty close to our natural color. And I think the key to, you know, no makeup is to not use colors that, you know, that I would do for a more dramatic look. And then even though we've not got a lot of product, still want to set those granny lines because they come and haunt me. So now our powder is done. This is when I would turn to a bit of bronzer, and for this I'm going to use a more natural shade, which is going to be the NARS, I don't even know how to say this, Phthalasis. Guys, NARS Phthalasis. Phthalasis? Who knows, y'all? So yeah, I'm gonna go in with this NARS bronzer because it's quite a nice neutral bronzer, not too much color, not too much addition. It will literally just bronze up your face, and I think for the no makeup look, you need a bronzer which isn't gonna, you know, overload your face and make it look really obvious. So I'm just gonna dab and then build it up really gently. So just start putting it here where you usually would, and I'm literally gonna do this just to, you know, add a bit of definition on your cheek, and then we move on. And because our forehead doesn't have any product on, I think it's just good to add, you know, to maybe add a little bit of mattifying to it. I just want to add a bit of warmth to my face, not actually, you know, contour my face. So I would say this is it for bronzer. It's just adding, you know, the tiniest and most subtle bit of contour to your face, and I love it. It's just, it still looks like natural skin, in my opinion. So now I would say let's add a little bit of blush. And for blush, I'm going to be using the Bare Minerals Gen Nude in Pink Me Up. It kind of just gives you a bit of a flushed look, whereas, you know, like sometimes when you wake up and your skin's a bit pink flushed, I just like the addition, but very lightly. I think the key with all of these no makeup looks is just do everything very lightly. You see the difference even already? I can see in the camera that you can see just a little bit of blush. It adds, you know, a little bit of dimension while still keeping it natural. So that's it for the blush. Brush over your nose really lightly, and then that's it for blush. So yeah, because this is a no makeup look, I'm not adding in any highlighter. I think the glow from the oils from underneath your skin is enough. Trust me, in real life I can still see, you know, the natural light hitting my face because our base has been so moisturized and glowy. I'm not going to add any highlighter here. Let me just do a little spritz of a hydrating spray, and I'm using the Fenty Beauty spray here. I'm just going to spritz all over. And I'm going to move on to mascara. So I'm using the Benefit Roller Lash. Lip balm. I'm going to take the Huda Beauty Silk Balm as my lip balm, but you can really take any hydrating lip balm. And voila, we're finished. I really love looks like this because I've got makeup on, but it is very natural and it's very wearable, quick, and this would be an everyday routine that I would do for work. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It's something a bit different on my channel where it's not so much heavy makeup, but I love it. It's really good for beginners, for anyone that just wants a really natural no makeup look. This would be my go-to, and I just did it off the top of my head what I would do if I'm going out the door. Thank you again so much for watching. Please remember to comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.